Hello, so welcome to the Relapse Prevention course. Relapse prevention is much more than abstinence. It's actually about creating balance in your life and living a wholesome life in your recovery journey. And so there are four aspects that we look at when you want to create balance. There's the psychological aspect, there is the social aspect, there is the biological aspect, and then there is the spiritual aspect. Now, the psychological aspect is simply talking about our feelings and our emotions. It tells you to think about what you're thinking. It's just plain self-awareness. That's just what this is. It's just telling you that, be present with yourself, because we've spent years numbing pain and escaping from our realities. But it's time for you to now create the balance where you can be present without looking for the substance to use. So ask yourself salient questions. Just take the time and ask yourself what you're feeling and why you are feeling the way that you're feeling. Self-awareness is key, and so is self-compassion. The next one to look at is the social aspect. It just says to stay connected with people. It's just telling you to have important, healthy connections with human beings. Have bonds, create bonds. When people ask you how you are, it's important that you're able to tell them how you really are, instead of just, the default answer, I'm fine. Be able to connect with people. Go out, have some fun, watch a movie, hang with friends. Some people tell you that the earliest memories they have of laughter and, joy is when they are hanging out with their family members or with friends. So social connections are very important. That aspect makes a lot of sense in your recovery journey. And then another thing to look out for is the biological aspect. This is just your brain and your body. Many people don't realize that they are actually predisposed to, substances. So it's important that you make healthy choices. It's important that you practice healthy lifestyles, exercise, eat right, sleep well, because this actually helps in balancing your body chemistry. What we're just telling you is take care of yourself, self-care, and this goes a long way even in our mental health. The last one is your spiritual aspect. This is just your higher power. For Christians, is their God. I'm not talking about religion now. I'm talking about where you get your source, because the source of a thing is the sustenance. That's where you get sustained. What your source is keeps you sustained. So it is important that you connect, be attuned with your higher power, with your God. All four aspects are so closely linked. So if one is out of sync, the others are most likely to be affected. So it's important that you take these four aspects into consideration when you start your relapse prevention journey, or when you start your sobriety journey. So very important. So I'll see you in the first module.